after I had sex. I had to tear something up, studying it all the time, coming all type of wild shit.
I just wanna get it. And when I get it, I'ma give it to someone who doesn't get it. It's the dope spot. I never worry about what I don't got. I just keep working, that's why I'm on top. My OG told me get it, don't stop.
This is the dope spot. Welcome back. I appreciate you for joining me. Right now, I got a little interesting little video for you, provided by your man, Mr. Organik. Now, if you don't know who Mr. Organik is, he's pretty much a social media personality.
You don't want to make waves, be mediocre, be normal, and fit in.
A YouTuber, pretty much known for working out, buying exotic cars.
Voila, check him out, boom.
Prosperity in the flesh, man. I don't fear Mr. Organik.
Rap.
Ain't no fucks given. Every time a nigga doubt the cone. Ain't no fucks given. Every time.
Things along that nature. Now, today the video is about his No Fap journey. And for all y'all who don't know what No Fap is, it's pretty much exercise and discipline in jacking off. Just to say it more plainly, a masturbation, male masturbation. So basically the premise is that if you practice No Fap, then, you know, it will make your life a lot more intriguing. It will make your sex life better. It will make you more focused on your goals and or goal oriented. We're just gonna get into the video.
No Fap, whatever they call it. I call it not beating your meat, man. I call it stop beating your meat, man. It's a very, very potent addiction in the male community. We do it all the time since we've been kids. Probably since you're 13, 14, 12, 11 years old, you've been doing it every goddamn day, 2-3 times a week. It's a problem. It's an addiction. Move, Bina. Bina, move. Thank you. It's an addiction.
Pause it, because masturbation is not necessarily an addiction. It doesn't have to be. So, you know, I'm just clearing that up right now. You know, No Fap has to do with beating the no pun intended, breaking the addiction of masturbation. Let's keep going.
Thank you. It's an addiction that a lot of people are addicted to. It's not like it's about sex, because you can have sex. I just do it after I have sex. I had to tear something up, studying it all the time, coming in all type of wild shit. She leave and
When you don't have sex, that's called semen retention. No Fap has to do with strictly masturbation.
She leave and I peel one off. So it's not the act of doing it, it's the addiction of doing it. So not only that, when you're doing that, you're also looking at porn and all that stuff too. So it's two profound addictions going on at the same time that you have to do it almost every single day and night. So for me, about five years ago when I started YouTube, I was like, man, I'm gonna stop this shit. Like, I'm gonna cut this off just because I don't want to do it no more, and I just want to break my addiction. Because you already know I'm not addicted to nothing. I never drunk alcohol. I never gambled. I never drunk alcohol. I mean, never smoked weed. I never did none of that stuff. So it's like, if I could not do those things, how I can't shake this? Athena, what is you doing? How I can't shake this, right? So I was like, man, I got you. So I put my mind to it, right? So Athena, stop, go. Thank you. Get out of here. So I was like, I gotta just relax. And every night it was a mission not to look at no. First, you start not looking at porn. Once you stop looking at porn, you start beating your meat, man. No fap, man, flat, whatever y'all call it. It's very important. And people like, I'm telling you, because it's breaking a chain of, it's discipline. You know what I'm saying? You controlling something that was uncontrollable in you for a long time since a kid.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If you have a porn addiction and you have a masturbation addiction, not looking at porn is not going to stop the addiction. You have to stop it right here. Porn is a trigger, okay? And you could be, if you have an addiction to masturbation, then anything could trigger. You could be at the store, at a department store, and you could be in the lingerie section, and that might trigger you.
So I'm telling you, the first week is gonna be hard. The second week is gonna be harder. Once you get to that first month, then you're gonna feel like, man, I'm a god. I'm different, you know what I'm saying? You still go fuck pussy and all that. You can still do all that, but not beating that meat. I'm telling you, give you a sense of freedom, give you a sense of power, because you're controlling something that's really uncontrollable. So not only do you stop that, but you also stop watching porn. Those two major addictions you break. And I promise you, ever since I did that, my focus was so laser on my grind. My focus was so laser on my clothing, my music, on everything else. I took that one element that I had to get to every single day and night out of there. And basically 2 elements. It's gone. So once I took that out of there, man, everything else went up. I started working out more. I started eating better foods. I started even having better and more selection of better women. Because when you do...
I feel him on that. And not the aspect of it's uncontrollable, because of course it is controllable. Breaking the habit of doing it will make you feel a more sense of control.
Well, now you just take anything, bad girl, medium, take ugly, take it, don't matter. You just want to knock it down just to keep it going. So once you cut that off, you got more discipline. Dick discipline, man. You got more discipline. You move with an extra, got your shoulders sit up higher. Move with more confidence because you know you're controlling something that was uncontrollable. I know everybody don't like to talk about this because it's real cliche and goddamn, it's embarrassing, but I'm just keeping it.
Okay, so check this out. And a lot of people have been, especially a lot of guys have been in this situation where you have some stuff to do. You know, you have work to do. You have school work to do. You have something creative that you do. Maybe make YouTube videos, maybe make beats, maybe rap or whatever. But if you have that porn addiction, so the porn addiction starts from, you know, just it being that. It's porn. It arouses us. It's natural to be aroused by sexual activity. So, and then you start looking at it more because you want to rub one out. So where the addiction comes is you're looking for that particular scene that you want to satisfy yourself with, because now you've looked at so much porn that, you know, just regular stuff doesn't please you anymore. You want a certain scene. You want it to be pleasurable to you. You know, you want it to be worth something. So you end up just feeding that habit by looking and, you know, before you even know it, you done wasted so much time looking at porn, and then you end up rubbing one out and it wasn't even as satisfying as you wanted it to be. And then afterwards you feel ashamed. We all been there. We all been there. We know. So,
and basically 2 elements. It's gone. So once I took that out of there, man, everything else went up. I started working out more. I started eating better foods. I started even having better and more selection of better women. Because when you're doing that, you just take anything, bad girl, medium, take ugly, take it, don't matter. You just want to knock it down just to keep it going. So once you cut that off, you got more discipline. Dick discipline, man. You got more discipline. You move with an extra, got your shoulders sit up higher. Move with more confidence because you know you're controlling something that was uncontrollable. I know everybody don't like to talk about this because it's real cliche and goddamn, it's embarrassing.
All right. So my thought process on No Fap, you know, just that as an addiction is any addiction will have that type of hold on you. Okay, so if you smoke cigarettes, if you are addicted to alcohol, if you are addicted to any type of drug, if you're addicted to video games, if you're whatever addiction that you might have that gives you that surge of endorphins and gives you that surge of hormones and, you know, feeds that addiction or addictive nature that you have, beating that addiction makes you more productive. So say if you want to make a beat or you want to make a video, and as soon as you get on your computer, the first thing you go to is Instagram, or you go to Twitter, and boom, see one of them big booty chicks, you see one of them models, and then all you want to do, what you got to do first before you can get to what you got on there for to do originally, you got to rub one out real quick. And before you know it, you had 2 hours to work on this, whatever you were going to do, and boom, you 65 minutes, an hour and a half, you looking through porn, looking through pictures so you can find that perfect scene. So breaking that addiction, I won't say it will make it, of course it will make you more disciplined, but you have to have discipline to break it, because it's not going to be something that you can do cold turkey if it is a true addiction. Now, the way I feel about masturbation, I don't feel like it's something that you have to completely cut out of your life. You know, I just feel like if you know that you are addicted, you have to try to wean yourself off. Now, I think that masturbation is healthy in some aspects, but not all the time, not every day, not every week. You know, just sometimes. It could be a stress reliever, whatever. But whenever you use things or use substances as stress relievers, it usually turns into an addiction, right? It's definitely not going to help you in your sexual, and it's definitely not going to help you in the sexual market either, or in the sexual department either. You know, you fill your mind with so many pornographic pictures and so many pornographic issues. Certain things might not please you in the bedroom. You're used to flipping through whatever it is you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Having that orgasm to exactly the thing that you wanted to have it to. And you know what? The bedroom is not that visual. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to see all those angles. When there's somebody in front of you, you will, but not like you're used to seeing it if you got a pornography addiction. So my thought process is definitely, No Fap is definitely a good way to go. It's definitely beneficial, because constantly going on your phone, going on your computer to look at porn just make you a chump, man. You know what I'm saying? It make you a chump. And it's real lame. And I know if you got an issue, once you done, you feel real super lame. Super lame. Like, no one is proud of having a pornography, a porn habit. You know what I'm saying? No one is proud of having a porn addiction or a masturbation addiction. It's just not, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It might be cool for women. And not even not even that cool for them, but it's definitely not cool for men. You know what I'm saying? What I would suggest, try to control your mind and discipline yourself enough to not even look at that. Whenever you see that stuff, look at it on purpose and then go find something else to do. Challenge yourself. That is what creates discipline. The challenge and then overcoming the challenge. Once you overcome the challenge, then you discipline. Then that's something you can be proud of. Because something like pornography, right? You get rid of it. You take it off your computer. You take it off your phone. All that stuff, right? So you really banish it from your life. I'm telling you, no matter how hard you try it, once you see it again, boom, you triggered. Keep it. Learn how to discipline yourself to keep scrolling. Scroll past it. Don't get triggered. Once you get triggered, have something in place where you can find something else to do. You can move on to something different. Like, if you were going to make that video, if you were going to make that beat, if you were going to read that book, if you were going to finish your homework, if you were going to do your work from home, keep scrolling. Finish your assignment. Finish your work from home. It's all here. It's mental. That's one thing. That's definitely a mental imprisonment. Get rid of that mental imprisonment, and then you will feel better about yourself. And that's real.
I just wanna get it. And when I get it, I'ma do something with it. If you got it for me, I'ma come and get it. If I gotta hunt you, I'ma run and get it. Some of y'all get it, you don't do nothing with it. All I'ma need is about a couple minutes. I flip a digit into 100 digits. Then I'ma give it to someone who doesn't get it. The dope spot.